Hello, welcome to Todd Miller TV, here again with Oana. Okay, so I see this all the time. I'm driving through a neighborhood, and I happen to see a couple agents, usually 3 or less, that tend to predominantly have all the signs in that neighborhood. Why is that?
Because they do what's called farming.
Okay.
Farming is where you market, you do concentrated marketing in a particular area or neighborhood. And the reason agents do that is because the more they concentrate in an area, the more visibility they have in an area, the higher the likelihood that they will be able to do business in that area.
Okay.
It doesn't make them the expert in the area. It doesn't mean that they have even ever been to the area. It just means that that's where they market. Okay, it's like any other advertising. It's just the market that they're after. They might be after that market because of the price point. They might be after that market because that's maybe they live in the area. They have a particular reason why they're in that market.
Maybe no other agent farms the market, so they can be the only one.
Or maybe no other agent has dominated that market, so it's easier for them to acquire business in that market. I've taken listings where literally there is an agent that lives across the street from my listing, and that agent has listed many homes in that neighborhood, and yet I've taken that listing, and it's not because I've farmed that area. I've taken that listing because the people have received information from other home sellers that I have done a good job for them, and it's been through referring me based on my qualifications, not based on my marketing.
Do you think that an agent who has a bunch of listings or has sold a bunch of houses in a neighborhood they get more money for the house than another agent would?
No, I don't. I think it's absolutely particular to that agent's skill set and experience. Look, anybody can put a house on the market, and I think most home sellers feel that their agent, all they do is put the house on the market and then magically offers appear. And okay, if that's the case, then what happens after that offer appears? Okay, how does that listing agent negotiate that offer to where not only is the seller getting the most money for the house, but they're most protected in many other areas? So it's very important that that listing agent be very skilled in negotiating not just price, but the terms of that contract.
How do people in a neighborhood, I mean, you mentioned that you could live in the neighborhood, but they don't pick you because you don't maybe do mailouts or whatever.
For whatever reason, yeah.
How does the consumer, because the consumer just, they don't do this every day. They just drive around, happen to see the agent sign, then they see the sold, they write down the phone number of the agent. When they go to sell their house, they call and say, hey, you sold this other house. It's happened to me, it's happened to you, it's happened to all of us. We get listings. Yes. How does the consumer, how does the consumer learn that it's not necessarily the agent that farms their neighborhood, it just happens to be a marketing thing that they do?
A lot of the ways that consumers learn about agents is by interviewing agents and by learning what that agent's track record is in the market in general. What's their experience? What has been the experience of other sellers in that market with this agent? What can they expect from this agent? What's this agent's skill level regarding negotiating the contract, regarding communicating, regarding all the things that are important to that particular seller. Every seller has different needs. Yes, we all want to get the most for our house, but then that's kind of where the similarities end. After that, we all have different needs. So it's a matter of being able to find out from somebody who has similar needs to yours, how were those needs met?
Okay, so the moral of the story is the agent with the most listings, it's a marketing thing probably.
Absolutely.
They tend to market, and that agent is probably just focusing on listings. That's why they do that type of marketing.
Right.
And that people in the neighborhood, in theory, should look at that agent for sure, but also maybe look at a couple other agents and say, hey, what service do you provide? Do you know my neighborhood? And because really it's about the relationship between the agent and the consumer, and a lot of it, the other stuff is superfluous.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Well, that is my update for today, and hope to see you on another video. Thanks.